So, hi everyone, I'm filming Sundays on Saturday, so yeah, oh shit, and it's upside down, but that's fine, I can fix it. So again, you might be feeling a bit upside down and all over the place, but hey, that's spicy season for me anyway, I don't know about you. But, so I've just done the shorts, and what I'm doing just now is, and I'm quite liking doing that, I might just keep that up, or just do it when I feel like it, because I just go with the flow, because that's what Divine Feminine does, is, yeah, I pull the cards on the shorts and then I expand on some of them on here. So I might not do that all the time, but that's what I've been doing lately. So Sirius Star Blessings, yes, proceed, be seen, push through. The great thing about when I'm filming a video on the same day as the day before is I'm going to remember it, right? And so what's relevant about that is the video that I've put out for tonight, I've titled The Moment Divine Masculine feels the fear. I had to remember there, feels the fear and does it anyway, right? And then we've got yes, proceed, be seen, push through. So it's pushing through the fear to go after what you want. Now, whether that is a divine masculine going after a divine feminine, or the divine masculine and you taking action with something, anything, a creative project or anything you want to take action with. It could be taking action to speak up against the people around you. You know, because we've got Joan of, they pull me at Joan of Arc, this is my energy. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, speak your truth. I really do feel that's energy, what I spoke about on the video there as well. Like, that's what I mean by this is the energy I work very strongly with, so I feel that's a thumbnail if I can't get another one. Sorry, it's actually fucking boiling here. I've had the heater on for a couple of hours because I had quite a few hours break in between filming Saturdays and now this one. And so it's nice and toasty and warm in here, but I'm like, it's actually a bit suffocating. But whenever I talk about how hot I'm feeling, it's always to do with how hot that kind of energy is. So I'm just looking around to see. Actually, let's use them. I've not used them in a while. That's sometimes got ones in. Oh my god, even these are warm. These are on the seat. Fucking hell. That energy's really carried. What does that say? Look, I know we have a soul connection. And I'm saying because it wasn't with where I put down the rest of the cards. I think they're under there anyway. So, and I mean, you can tell by the title of that, Burning Heart, it's about the, passion. What was I going to say? No, let's do them. Let's just calm down a bit here. But this is what I mean. That feels like what's in there. Oh, look, that would even be a good thumbnail. I want you, burning heart. Along with the soul connection. But anyway, God, it really is hot in here. So this might not be a longer video, but we'll just see. Right, so it's, before I forget to say it, it's, oh shit, if I'm going all over the place here. And also, oh, that was really clever because that's really testing my. So I can actually, the way this is positioned, because I've put the phone upside down, I couldn't see the timer, but I just caught it and it was at 03, which this is for that. So that's really significant because I won't probably be able to see the timer a lot of the time. So maybe that might be the one time I only get drawn to it. Anyway, so it is for the free portal. But like I said, although I'm saying this is for the free portal, everything I do is timeless. It's just I'm channeling the energy of this portal into this. But it could be for real time for some people. But like I always say, just let go because yeah, you just never know. It's timeless. Right. But yeah, it's Sagittarius moon. That is go 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 energy. But Pisces sun isn't. You see, so. Yes, proceed, be seen, push through, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, living with grace. And so there could be things, oh, that's fascinating. Look, I picked up the Beyond Lemuria cards. Wait a minute. Oh, what? I thought I had. I've picked up the book. I haven't picked up the actual card. I think I might need to pause these and go and get them. But that must be why they just got me to pick them up, because I wasn't even connecting that was Lemuria and that's Lemuria. So there's going to be some. So we've got Sirius and Lemurian energy so far coming through here, and high vibrational energy, which makes sense because it's the free portal. Right, okay, so I'm just. Wait a minute, I'm going to go and get those cards because. Do you know what? I don't know where they are. Like I said, I'm going to take tomorrow to if I can be bothered, I'm going to take tomorrow to tidy up. So let's just do this, right? I sometimes like doing this. Give us a card for Divine Feminine. And this is a Divine Feminine within you, the Divine Feminine within, Divine Feminine within you if you're the Divine Feminine, regardless of your gender, and the Divine Feminine within the masculine, because the masculine's got a feminine side to it. You're receptive, your feelings, your intuition, blah 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 blah. Also, you know, look, I'm getting fed up because I'm like, I really just kind of want to get this over with kind of thing. So again, I feel this, but that's what I haven't done. I haven't done the intro. So basically, everything I do is channeling. So from the minute I've started this, the way all of this has went down so far, it's going to have meaning to someone. If it's not you, it's not your message. Or if it's not you, it could be about your twin flame. So just take that in mind. Keep that in mind. That's what I'm like. I knew there was something else. So the other thing I was going to say was, I am going to go with the flow, like what I said. That's what divine feminine energies do, and because I'm not doing. Well, I'm definitely not doing live stuff where I'm actually on camera for another few weeks until we get into Aries season, just because I'm going to be non-stop. Like, you're going to get sick of the sight of me because I'm going to be. Oh shit! Look how in line that is. Be seen. Yeah, I'm going to be a lot more. Yeah, I'm going to be seen a lot more because I'll get back to my shorts on camera that I usually do every day, and also there is, you know, the goal in mind for this year that I've been given my instructions a while ago that I have to go live every day. So again, but the thing is, I don't need to be seen on a live every day. I can just be live, and again, I think it would, you know, I would aim for it to be about 30 minutes, but sometimes it will be longer, and I don't know exactly when I'll start that from, but also even if I'm not live, it's the I'm doing a video every day anyway, but you know what I mean? And actually, I think it's a combination of jazz hands, as I like to call this style, and me being on camera, because, yeah, because that's just what we're doing. But anyway, but why I'm saying that is, if I feel spontaneously like doing it as a live stream, I will, but just as a buffer, what I'm being guided to offer is, I'm not going to offer another distance healing because that doesn't seem to be where people are at right now. So that will be part of the membership when I get that going. That will be one of the perks of being in the membership. And also on a Sunday, by the way, if you're watching this real time, I do hold space for a prayer circle for all of us, which we're all invited to take part in to pray for one another. I'm always praying for the soul family, but you know what I mean? It's just an extra prompt to be like, look, if you're going through a difficult time, know that I am holding space, praying for you, and all the soul family that take part in that. And but what I'm going to say is what I'm feeling guided to say is, if you want me to give you a personal message, I haven't decided how. I haven't decided how elaborate I want to be with that. You know, like whether it's like a couple of cards. Right, here's what I'm going to do. I've just decided. If you want a free card, let me know in the comments of this. Right, just put. And rather than saying you want a free card, all you need to do is put. Is that a dragonfly or a butterfly? A butterfly. Put a butterfly emoji, because there isn't a dragonfly emoji, but there's a lot about the dragonflies and butterflies here. There could be something about grief randomly coming in here, by the way, because there's a book about dragonfly. When I worked in a children's hospital, there is a book about grief that's about dragonflies. I don't know why that's popping in my mind, but that might be relevant. Maybe it's someone's anniversary or something. Sorry if it's sorry if there is some kind of loss or an anniversary, but I feel that we've got Mediumship Monday coming in tomorrow, and I'm being guided to the Mother's Love card there, so maybe there's something to do with that. Anyway, we'll deal with that tomorrow, Monday. But yeah, so just actually look below. I'll have decided what's on offer below, or I'll have put in the community tab. So go and look at the community tab or look below. But for now, if you want a free card, put a blue butterfly, and I'll know to pull you a free card on the next video that comes out after this. So either it'll come out on Sunday and there'll be 2 for Sunday, or I'll put that out on Monday. Might make more sense to say it's for Mediumship Monday, actually. Whatever, you know what I mean? I'll do it Sunday or Monday. But if you put a blue butterfly in the comments of this video, I'll know that that means you want a free card, okay? And yeah. And if you want the paid options, then just use the instructions of whatever I've put, because I haven't decided yet. But I just feel it's they're guiding me to put something on offer for the free portal. Do you know what, actually? I think I'm going to... do I want to actually specify what cards I'm going to use? No, I'm not specifying what cards I'm going to use. I'm just going to pull whatever cards I'm guided to for each person. I might stick with... Oh my god. I was going to say that I'll use these ones, right? Because they're like the gateway activation cards, and they're kind of like... They just remind me of portals, because I think they've got all portal cards on them. But look, how's that for confirmation? I haven't used these this year, I don't think. But I just looked down on the floor and saw them. And it's got a butterfly, but that's not just a blue butterfly, that's a rainbow butterfly. Cocoon of white light, rest in perfect love, understand oneness. So that's beautiful. Let's shuffle these though. Yeah, I'll probably just... If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'll probably just do the usual, right? That if you want the free card, put a blue butterfly. If you want the other options that I always do, right? It's just, I was thinking I might do something that's a wee bit more in depth than that. But I might just keep it... Anyway, I'll have decided by the time you're watching this, so whatever. There you go, you're going to see what my indecisive side's like. It's a fucking nightmare, so... That's what can help you. When you really know yourself inside out, and the bits that frustrate you about you, because that is a bit that frustrates me about myself, but I do love myself unconditionally, so I show love to that shadow part of me, and and I show in public, you're seeing it. But that's how you can understand your twin flame as well, because whoever my twin flame is must have issues with that too. Soul satisfaction, honor your uniqueness, do what makes you feel good. Oh, that's nice, and it's got the rainbow again. This person must like tidying, because they're like sweeping something up. These cards are kind of random, but I'm rolling with it. So Pisces season is about being random. We're loving it. What have we got for the feminine? And then I'll do what I was going to do. Go with the flow. Oh my god, look how many times I've said go with the flow. Dolphins to me are new earth energy. Portals, oh my god, this portal is bringing in a lot of rainbow codes. I carry that all the time, so you're always getting that on here. Also, dolphins are one of my power animals to connect to my inner child. Go with the flow, relax and trust, accept what is happening. Divine feminine, beautiful. What have we got for divine masculine? Oh wow, new opportunities. Look, that's a divine masculine. Like, yep, I'm following the new earth energies. Declutter your life, glimpse of a magical doorway. Right, guys. That's blown my mind, because like I said, I never use these cards. Look at all the rainbows. There's a lot of rainbow codes coming in. That's the Pegasus. That is blowing my mind. If you've watched Saturdays, in fact, if you haven't watched Saturdays and you're watching this, watch Saturdays, basically. Watch the video before this. I spoke about the Pegasus. I spoke about what it means to me, which is moving away from from groups you no longer resonate with, whether it be love, friendship, family, whatever. And this guy's walking through a portal. Look, he's following the new earth energy. Look, this Pegasus is like, it's time to move on now. You've outgrown where you are. Declutter your life. And declutter your life is just a polite way of saying that. Pisces season is about decluttering as well, because it's endings. Because I couldn't fit it in the comments of the video tonight, but I did actually have like a copy and pasted a bit about my Divine Detox package, which is 4 sessions where we establish on the first session. So it really turns out like 5, because I'll talk about it with you to find out what you want to do, and then I'll do the 4 sessions. So it's kind of like, yeah, basically, so some people have used that to do stuff to do with weight loss, which we call weight release around here, because I don't know about you, but once you lose it, you don't want to find it, do you? Current with what I spoke about in the last one. And yeah, people have the most incredible weight loss results for me. I am going to toot my own horn there. It's kind of really annoying actually, because I've not got any reviews on that, but I am telling the truth that people have massive results when it comes to weight loss with me, either through watching my free stuff, what they tell me, but doing my journeys and all that, or just by listening and all that, or obviously working one-to-one. So again, I'm a hypnotherapist too, so, but it really is just my energy. You don't even need to do official hypnotherapy with me. It's all what I'm doing, because I'm very informal with it, you know what I mean? NLP, all of that, I'm dropping it in all the time. Whatever it is you tell me you want to manifest, I'm holding space for it. So miracles, guys, like I said, miraculous March. But yeah, this man, you don't need to be a man, but it's a man on the card, so that could be an extra indication that this is about a male. But this person is moving away, they're ascending away from wherever they've been. Powerful, right? So now we'll do that. What have we got for the feminine energy? Freedom. There's oh my god, it's a dragonfly again. Synchronicity is insane. Shit, I was going to paint my nails. At least they're clean though, for the bath, so. Actually, do you know what though? What the fuck? It actually still... I'm like, is that... Oh, it must be hair dye. I just managed to get... Anyway. So, living the life you love, liberation, a shift in perspective. I don't need to do that, do I? The many facets of freedom, inviting enjoyment and inspiration in your life, discovering what freedom means to you, overcoming limitation, unbound, creative expression, choice over obligation. Bring a deeper sense of freedom to the situation. A limitation may be a state of mind. A shift of perspective can help bring a sense of lightness and choice. Also consider what freedom looks like to you in the bigger picture of your life. If you're feeling stifled in an environment, it's up to you to make the change. Oh my god, with what I just said about that card. See how this is divine feminine, but that can make sense for divine masculine's feminine side. The feelings to choose to walk away from something because it's making you feel better to walk away from it. And that's, I just put that in the comments of the video before, that I pulled up abundance right after I mentioned it feels like somebody's getting out of a situation right before they get burned even more than what they've already been burned. Whether that be friends, romance, family, whatever. Add pleasurable moments of practices that cultivate a sense of great and freedom to your day-to-day life. Right, okay, so let's do the masculine now, feminine's masculine side. Surrender. That's quite a feminine card. Trust, letting go of control, free flow, receptivity, yin energy. Masculine's getting into their yin energy, their feelings, lovely. Inner knowing, intuition, synchronistic opportunities, getting out of your way. Wow, well, I mean, I'm going to have to title it something to do with these themes of getting out your own way and moving forward. The path of least resistance, allowing who you naturally are to flourish. Surrendering can be one of the hardest things to do, trusting that we achieve more by loosening our control to take great courage. And in this case, it's where the divine masculines need to release control of, like, their ego. Like, you know, like, I'm not getting in touch first. They can get in touch with me, like that kind of thing. And that's where it doesn't matter what your gender is. We've all been there at some point. In my life, actually, my lesson is to learn to hold back, because there's so many, oh God, there's just so many examples in my life where whether I've been manipulated into apologising first, or just because of that forgiven Mary Magdalene side of me, that I'm stronger in that way, shall we say, that I can push my ego aside more to put out the olive branch, even when I feel I'm due an apology, and then, you know, then I can apologise back when I get a bit. It's kind of like, I learned through all of my karmic situations, really, like, not to do that, because I've done that over and over and over and over again, whether it be friendships or whatever in my life. And well, actually, definitely in karmic things, romance and that, when I was really young too. It's sometimes that you know, I feel this is going to be the case for other people too, that it's like, and also ironically, just to confuse matters, that will be the case for a lot of divine masculines too, where you will have been that person too, where you've said sorry, like, when you didn't need to. But in the case of what I feel I'm picking up on right now, it's like, yeah, basically, that it's the divine masculine energy needs to go forward to the divine feminine, like pushing pride and ego aside, and because pride and ego is also fear, like all of that aside, to come forward, to be humble. And so the feminine, although you might feel strong desires to reach out first, don't do it. Unless, just to confuse matters again, it is Pisces season, you've got to work out what message is for you. I spoke about extensively, that's a big word, but I have spoken about loads that there's been moments in my life where I've just known I have to do this. So use your intuition. The current trajectory of what I'm picking up, oh, that's another big word, but the current energy of what I'm picking up on right now is, if a feminine is feeling like they need to reach out to masculine, it's more than likely you're feeling the masculine, getting ready to do it. So don't do it, basically. Because you're taking their lesson away from them. I've said this the whole 2 years I've been doing this in public now. When you, and before that, because I spoke about twin flames before I actually was saying I was a twin flame, and I've spoken about it behind the scenes for 10 years with everybody that books me. But the point is I've lost the point because anyway, I need to just hurry up with this. So see, I need to hurry up with it. This is something about it too. It's all the excuses somebody's coming up with to not move forward. That's what I'm getting from this. The painting is called The Star Is Born. So that painting is called The Star Is Born. There might be something significant about the film A Star Is Born. The song that I love from that is I'll Never Love Again. Like feeling that strongly about somebody that nobody could ever come near to it. So what's the point in loving again? In that film, it's because of a tragic reason, but fucking hell, a bit like what I spoke about in the last video with Cruel Intentions. So anyway, it's I suppose these messages are getting across that it's like you should think yourself lucky if you've got another shot at that kind of love, because in these films the fucking guy dies. There you go. Also, like, or I could use an example where it's a female that dies. If you've not seen, well, actually that'll ruin it. But there's another film I can think of that, you know what I mean. There's there's loads of films like that where it's like two people take so long to get to one another, and then they eventually get in, and then something like that happens. Which obviously isn't the case for most people, but I think it's just stressing to actually, because it's like the other film I'm going to do a channeling about on Ko-fi that I caught recently. It's beautiful because it is like, it was like The Notebook, but with a dark twist in it, but a very dark twist. But what was beautiful was it was like when the two that were in love eventually got together, they grew old together, right up until old age. Actually, oh, that's really beautiful. And then when one of them passes, it's like they talk about being all of the energies around, whether it be butterflies, dragonflies, the birds, the water. Well, that's really beautiful. But that's what really struck me, is it was like, for a lot of you that have been in a huge separation, that's one of the visions that I feel a lot of twin flames have, is just all the materialistic things that would have mattered to someone will all melt away, and actually just being able to grow old with the person you love is going to be the biggest dream come true. Oh my God, you can tell we're in Pisces season as I look down at this card. Heart awakening. Awaken to acceptance of divine love. Give and receive in balance. And look at what I was just saying. Beautiful. Right. Anyway, a divine masculine surrendering to their ego. There you go. If you need to win about anything, you're winning over your ego. There you go. If someone needs to flip it, that you're still winning, because basically you're losing. If you're letting your ego win, you're losing. The real winning is when you can push the fear and the ego aside and follow your soul. Loosen your hold on the reins and know the universe will catch you. Trust even though things are not as you imagined. Stay poised and aligned with your purpose. At the last minute, the situation will reveal its magic. That's amazing. I might title it that. Every time I say I'll title it that, I don't title it that. But I'm going to keep that card out because it feels really important. Yeah, that feels like when I've been saying that the divine masks, some of these divine masculines are just going to make a shift from being in a dark night to I'm in love with you and I'm coming to tell you. Right, so let's shuffle some of these with me saying that. Like I said, this is just going to be a random mix of whatever. What have we got for the free portal? What does the divine masculine energy want to say? Tuning in the higher self. It's tuning into the higher self, but the way that I'm putting this out, it's the higher self, but can we actually get the actual self walking about in real time? Real time could be any time though, but give us something, and if someone can identify that's where they're at towards their divine feminine, or where you have a sense your divine masculine might be towards you, then great. But let's just see. They will never compare to you. Oh God, okay, so this divine masculine might be with somebody else, or even if they've been with people in the past, they never compared to the divine feminine. I'm afraid of commitment. I want to apologise. I need your forgiveness. I've already spoke a lot about forgiveness. This is quite a mixed bag here. So this feels like someone coming forward saying, I chose other people over you, but I only done it because I was afraid of commitment, and this love's so intense, and it was just too intense. The other ones aren't as intense. And that can even go for people that marry other people, by the way, but it's whatever it makes. And it's just, but this person's now realising they were sabotaging it. They want to apologise, and they need your forgiveness. And I realize, wow, I've not seen that card yet. I realise all the mistakes I've made. This, look how that fits. This guy's like, I'm going to apologise. I can see the mistakes I've made, but I forgive myself because they're divine mistakes. It makes me who I am. I'm ascending. I'm moving past all of this. Lovely. And I really do care, even though I don't show it. And that was on the bottom of the deck, so it was like, feels like a strong message. Because look, your energy is intoxicating, it's pulling me in. I'm totally like just talking like I am that masculine. And I'm sorry I couldn't be what you needed me to be in the past. I haven't seen a lot of those cards. That was beautiful. What do we need? What are these two cards? Inner mother. Innocence, gentleness, tenderness, the child within. I feel this is about inner child wounds. Nourishment, replenishment, rest, self-care. Whatever that means. Right, I just wanted to pull some of these. I can't tell you how scared I am that you might have moved on. Yeah, that's why this energy is coming in. Whenever it is, this resonates, whenever it happens, because it's, but before they felt like they couldn't live up to your fantasies, and they might have pushed you away because of that. But oh look how crazy that is. But now this is where they're at. I fantasise about you every day. So this is, it feels like when somebody's I said gaslighting on Saturday's video, and I actually said ghosting on the card, but it felt relevant. Both are probably relevant. But it's like this person gaslight you, meaning that they made you feel like they were trying to make you feel like you were crazy, or they did make you feel like you're crazy, whatever's relevant. But actually they felt the same, but they were trying to put you off the scent. And they might not have even been conscious of that, but they are conscious now. They were just freaked out, basically. I'm trying so hard to figure out how to make it work between us. Like, they felt in the past, or they still feel now, that how's this ever going to work, for whatever reasons. If I show you my feelings, you might go off me. And I'm trying to, same card again. Right, okay, so, oh God, wow. The card nearly fell in the candle again. So again, somebody feels like this. Letting you down was the worst decision I made, and I know I messed up everything. Oh my God, there's so many choices here. Right, this was the deck I picked up. I said they were really hot, and they're still actually quite warm. So there's a lot of chemistry, heat going on to pull the twins together. What do we need to know from this? Whether it's fuckery or good stuff. I wish you were here with me. I dive in and out relationships, but it's in reverse. That's more confirmation that this energy is in the past for whoever I'm picking up on. So if you don't feel you are there and you're still like that, or you feel your masculine is, this isn't your message, or this is the bit they'll get to. But look, yeah, they're like, yeah, I don't want to do that because I know that you're my divine counterpart and I wish you were here with me. Or I wish I was there with you. Whatever feels like it resonates. And I get emotional when I think of you. Basically, this person's in their feels. Like, they're feeling that Pisces energy. The Pisces energy could be really strong in their chart, you see. Like, somebody might have like a Pisces sun, moon, or rising. Or Venus in Pisces. Blah, 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 blah. But you've got it somewhere. Even if you haven't got a planet, you've got it somewhere. There is a third party, right? So there's a third party that could be romantic. One of the other cards indicated that. but this could also be like an interfering parent or sibling or best friend or somebody at work that's got too much to say. That must be somebody. That was specific. This is just a fling. This was just a fling, so they two are very telling. Somebody's ran into something that was less intense because that's what they can handle. To do with attachment issues, but whoever this is, it feels like this person's realised why they do that. And because they feel you even though they're apart, it's guided them to go within and heal. So this person could still be doing this, or this is what they've been doing. I wish, yeah, now look, I wish I could fix things between us. And I wish I could take it back. So that was in reversal. So maybe this person's still working through feelings of anger or resentment, or I wish I could turn back the clock and do things over. That's what the person's working through, and now they've worked through it. Because they do something, there's a lot of regret there anyway, whatever I'm picking up on. And I hadn't used them for it, look, yeah. And look at this. Please forgive me, there was someone interfering in a relationship. Watch the one before. This feels very linked to Saturday and Sunday. Basically feel very linked. That this person can now see who was getting into their head and heart a bit too much about this connection, and they're asking for your forgiveness. And it's all, wow, it's all part of your twin flame spiritual awakening, or you are that twin flame that I'm talking about. That's powerful. That's quite a powerful thumbnail. They think the world of you, and they're done playing games, and they're ashamed of how they treated you. Look, friends or family disapprove of this connection. And it contributed to this. I've unwittingly sabotaged our connection, but it's like this all feels very different bits for different people. But it's like the person messed up themselves, but there was a lot of manipulation from others around them going on as well, whoever this is for. Right, and because I'm interested with some of the cards that came out for Saturdays, let's just see, can you tell us, for whoever this is connecting with? So it could be that whoever was resonating with Saturdays, it's similar. If it's the same cards, it was Mother and Queen that kept coming out. Remember, so it doesn't need to be one of the twin flames, mums. I mean, I don't say mother, but when I'm channeling, I tend to say mother. It could be that it's like a mother of a karmic energy, like if that's going to make sense to someone, mother-in-laws, or just, it doesn't need to be through marriage, but you know what I'm saying. Or it could be the mother of a child, if whatever sex you are, if you've got somebody you're linked to that you've got children with, it could be a friend that's got kids, that's a mother. There's just the endless possibilities. But for some people, it is people's mums. Can you tell us something about that? Wow, the orphan. We need to dive a bit deeper into that. I feel, so this is interesting because that film I just mentioned about that I said is like The Notebook. It's a really beautiful film. I'm just trying to, it's called Where the Crawdads Sing. It's something like that, right? But it's also got the girl out of Normal People. So Normal People could be significant here too, that there might be a lot of miscommunication and misunderstanding that leads to huge separations and get involved with other people because you didn't talk about your feelings for one another. That won't be relevant for everyone, because with twin flames, I know there is regrets that come in, and usually on the divine masculine side, more than divine feminine has regrets too, but you don't seem to look at it in the same way until you do come to a meet in the middle and the balance, and you talk about it and everything. But in that, like, I do think there is something here about not there being misunderstandings, but basically, oh, I'm going all over the place here, but that actress, I think she's called Maisie or something, that might be relevant because I just randomly remembered that. That might not be her name, but I think it is for it coming to me like that. In that film, she basically does become an orphan because she gets abandoned because, like, the dad's abusive in the film, and he drives away all the siblings till it's only her, and then well, basically, this is relevant. First, the mum leaves because it's an abusive home. Then, and she tries to get in touch to get back in touch with them, but the dad burns the letter. So there's something here about. So forget that it's mums and dads, right? That will be relevant to some people though. How do I know? At some point, this could be relevant, but I feel that's just symbolic of somebody. That could even be with twin flames, that you think your twin flame didn't try to find out about you or ask other people and stuff like that, but actually they did, and then they were either lied to or you didn't get the message, or it's all just then, whether it's actual people getting in the way of it or energies that use people, something like that, right? And yeah, because basically, the girl thinks that the mum never tried to come back for her, but actually she did. But the dad burned the letters, so it's a bit like the Notebook when the mum keeps back the letters from Noah, to Ali. So there could be something significant coming through about that. But also in that film, the recent one, the siblings leave because it's just a really abusive home. Like the dad just basically is whacking them at fucking anything, and then she stays because she doesn't want to leave her home. And she just avoids getting hit and stuff because she just knows, she just has sussed out what to do. And which is why I feel they're getting me to say that, because that is why, it's very important. I mean, this is really deep stuff, but it's to do with inner child wounds here. That is why a lot of people can be quieter, because they might have learned that at home, that children should be seen and not heard. And sometimes in some homes it's like they shouldn't even be seen, like, you're treated like you're invisible or something, because it's like with that film's quite an extreme example, because like I said, he's scary, like really fucking scary, and that's why they all, in each scene, each child is leaving and they've got bruises, and because they're like, they see their chance to get out alive, which is obviously extremely so if anyone's went through like that, I'm sending you love and prayers and that. So, but there's something here, but it doesn't need to be that extreme, right? It could just be that it's like, look, that people didn't get a lot of attention as a child, whatever it is for people, right? So what else here for who they really are? And then now this feels like somebody, oh look, the owl is about being able to see in the dark, seeing what you couldn't see before, and that did come up at the end of Saturday's video. This actually feels like somebody that's getting counselling. So this is going to be really specific. If you're seeing a counsellor, then you're going to know this is you, or if you have in the past, or your twin is and you're not going to know about that. Counselling's private unless it's like tell you. But there's something. This is either someone seeing a counsellor or a healer, a mentor, some kind of teacher that's helping them with why they sabotage like connections with people, and it's about being uncomfortable with intimacy. The creator, but now they're creating their reality, and it's like this person is teaching. I mean, this is what I teach people on here and personally, is that you can choose again. So if the people around you have taught you to keep it light-hearted and shallow and not get too much of a deep connection with someone because they might hurt you, like leave them before they leave you kind of vibe, choose again. You know what I mean? That's not a good way to live your life, to be happy, truly happy. The forest, yeah. Look, oh my god, that's why they just made that card come out, because I started talking about film and then I went off talking about something else again. In that film, she lives in a marshland, so she lives like away. Now this is what it did make me laugh when I was watching it, because I mean, trust me, there's like literally no bits that are funny in that film. It was really deep. I had to question myself whether to watch it because it's got a murder in it, but it's more of a thriller. Brilliant, actually, a really, really brilliant film. So it's a bit creepy at some bits, but really not really. So it just depends, If put it this way, I'm a big scaredy cat with films like that. So if I'm saying it's not creepy, it's not too bad. But watch it during the day if you think you might get creeped out. But basically, yeah, she lives away from society, so she's a hermit. She's a recluse, right? And several different bits in the film. Oh, well, oh, wait a minute. Right, they must want me to. Like, I'll do another one on Kofi about this too, because it was just fascinating. But I'll talk about it a little bit here. That basically the bit that's like the notebook is. So this could really speak to people that if you've had a romance when you were younger, either a really young child, because they meet when they're very young children, or I don't know, whatever you deem young to be, teenager, young adult, whatever. But um, they make a connection, and there's a bit in that where she says, like, you know, whenever I saw him, he took away the familiar heart pang that I was used to. Like, basically, she's saying that, like, you know, she felt anxious around every single person ever, because that was, you know, like what went on in her family. And then when she and this boy that then they get together when they're older brings this comfort to her that she's not familiar with, but she liked it. But at the same time, she had a lot of abandonment issues. So there's something about, yeah, with the orphan coming up, there's something about abandonment. Um, and then anyway, I'm just going to quickly say, they're saying it's relevant. Basically, in this film, he says he's going to come back and he doesn't, right? But he doesn't come back because he doesn't love her. He actually doesn't come back because, and this is the bit I'm saying I laughed at, he doesn't come back because he's like, I thought that you were never going to leave that way of life. Like, I thought I was never going to get you to leave the marshland. And I wasn't ready to give up the rest of all of my life for there. Because she basically never leaves there. And that's what was like, look, I really get that bit. But it's kind of like, but then what's beautiful is he comes back and he's like, and since then she got involved with somebody else who's a bit of a dark character. Fucking good look, mind you. But anyway, moving on. Sometimes that could be the worst. But it's kind of like, but do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, yeah, she falls for a charmer, you know what I mean? But the charmer isn't really a nice guy at all. And you don't realise that though until you do realise it. So there might be something about, you know, falling into a narcissist trap. You're a karmic, whether this is a male or a female, whatever gender you are. And so when the real, when I'm just going to the good guy and the bad guy, right? Just to keep it simple. When the good guy does return, he overhears that other guy talking about her and with his friend, and they were talking really derogatory. Like, basically, he was like, you know, what's she like in bed, kind of thing, and all this kind of stuff. And he's like, hey, don't talk about her like that. And the other one's like, oh, look, the college boy's returned, kind of thing. And so, because basically the nice guy could have slept with her and he didn't because he sees how vulnerable she is. And he didn't want, yeah, he basically, it's really, actually, it's a really beautiful scene because he's like, you've got more to lose here. He says something like, you've got more, there's more risk of you being damaged here. Like, it's more dangerous. That's what he says. Anyway, there's language in it is very kind of, it's set in a certain era that you'll see what I mean when you watch it, but and also it's like meant to be a certain part of America where it's like very kind of, I don't even know what you call that region, but I love that accent actually. I think it might be like, some of you, actually, I always attract a lot of people from like Texas and stuff, but it's a very kind of, might not be Texas, by the way. It might be, I don't know, but their accent's very broad in a certain part of America. And it's, their haircuts and all that are like that too. But it's, anyway, it's when the good guy returns and he's like, look, she's like, get away from me. Like, you know, you said you were coming back and you didn't. And he's like, look, I know. He's like, you know, that guy you're involved with, like, he's no good, kind of thing. And you know, you would say that if you want the person. And but he really isn't. You know, if he's not a nice guy. And oh yeah, that's when I wrote in the comments of the video a couple of days ago. Like, sometimes someone's pushing away because they're protecting you. Because she then she's like, look, you need to get away from here because that guy was going after her when she said that she didn't want to be with him. And that's, so unfortunately, I do feel, whether you're a man or a woman, I feel you've experienced this with people that aren't letting go of you very easily. That would be karmic energies. But what's really beautiful is he says, now my phone's in my room, but he says, that's what I liked. It was honest. He's like, look, you know, I'll admit, like, I stayed away because I was scared and I didn't think you were going to leave how you live your life, and I wasn't ready to give up everything for you know, to live this way. Like, but then he's like, but then I realised everything that I was thinking doesn't matter because I'm in love with you, and that actually fits with all the other cards, doesn't it? And or the ones from yesterday or today, because it was Saturday's ones actually, because I filmed on the same day, so that's what I'm saying earlier. Yeah, basically it's somebody like, look, I just want to be with you, and that comes back to the growing old with someone, because that's what that is. It's just and there's just this really beautiful connection that they have with feathers, which is really interesting because well, I love feathers, but I'm actually not saying this for me. I know that in a conversation I had, sorry, my chubby knuckles, I love them unconditionally, but I've got my feather ring there, and I love feathers. And on a session that I'd had with one of yous, you know, you love feathers as well. And I don't know, there might be a connection with you and your masculine with feathers, but in that film there is. And it's so sweet. They basically communicate through feathers. That's all I'll say. You just watch it, because I found it by accident. It was serendipity, which is one of my favourite words. It was a happy accident. So the way you met your twin flame might have been like that. You weren't looking for it and you just met them serendipitously. But it was meant to be, because twin flames are divinely orchestrated. Everything is in life, really. Yeah, so the whole point there, I suppose, that they got me to say it is, this person couldn't see before, or what mattered to them before doesn't matter now. Because it took that guy being away from her to realise that she is what he wanted. God, we really are in the romantical feelings, right? Okay, so there's just a lot about wounded. There's a lot about the wounded inner child, though, and just really, you know, realising that about yourself and about your twin flame, obviously, and just about everyone in general, that we're all the way we are for a reason. So, and some of that goes deeper with others, and but again, everybody's got stuff, so that's why, you know, be kind. Everyone's fighting a battle you know nothing about, even people that look like they've all got their shit together. So the starborn, you're the star of your own show. The lover, the swan, all these things are significant. The king, the masculine, the shaman. There could be something significant here about somebody moving through the darkness to find themselves. That's what I'm getting from that. The poet, yeah, and that's who they really are. And they've found that when they've went within. Oh, that's really deep. Really, really deep. Loving it. Right, okay. So just with me mentioning stuff about karmic partners and narcissists and all that kind of, and this could even be like people battling their own shadows. What have we got from this deck? Oh my god, of course. This is so funny. The dragonfly came up in the video for Saturday and it's coming up again. Yes, so there's something, look, something's coming to light here. Be light-hearted, finding out things, coming to light, adapt, change and heal. There are things coming to light, and I can't possibly pinpoint it. It's different things for different people. There's dark secrets coming to light for some people. There's secrets coming to light for others that it's like this person doesn't know how to express their feelings because they never learned how to do that. It doesn't always need to be for the dark reasons of what I spoke about with that film, because that's particularly dark. But it could even just be that, like, look, you're around males in your family that don't talk about their feelings. And it doesn't need to be because, like, they're bad people or anything. They just didn't talk about their feelings. You know what I'm saying? But it's different for different people. Wedding rings. But this is going to end in a beautiful union. And that's the point of why I now see why they got me to talk about that film there. Because, oh, actually, yeah, there's a bit in it where when they get back together, like, he's like, you know, he starts laughing and she's like, what are you laughing at? And he's like, will you marry me? And then it's so beautiful because there's so much about nature. That's probably why the shaman appeared too. And she says, well, aren't we already like geese? Because, you know, like geese, when I googled it, it's something about no matter how far away they fly, it's either something like they come back, or, you know what I mean, something about true love anyway. So it's like that kind of feeling of you don't need to be literally married to know that you're married to somebody's soul. Union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. Oh my god, that's so beautiful, because the film is about I mean, crawdads, I think, are a type of bird in that film, but it's like, I'm just thinking, I think actually the speech that she gives at the end, she might mention, no, she mentions fireflies, kind of like a dragonfly. Like when she passes, it's like she's saying, now I am all around. Not enough. Frustrated relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. Somebody didn't feel good enough. That's what was at the bottom of it. And I feel it did stem from being in other relationships where they felt like that, or it just stems from anything in their life. And then look, now we've got the butterfly again. After I've said put a butterfly below, that's hilarious. Relationship, evolving to the next phase, healing. Oh my god, that's creeping me out. Healing inner child and growth. This is, I have no idea what I'm going to use for a thumbnail, but that's so, how is that for confirmation? Someone's been doing deep, deep inner child healing, and you know what, guys? That's every single one of us, isn't it? If you're not, it's not too late. And if you need support with that, that's what I help people do. I help people do it on here through the free stuff, but if you need support one-to-one with therapy. Oh my, look, depressed. Empty, numb and withdrawn. A lot of people are in this, you know. This is what the dark night of soul does to you. But then they're going to emerge like the butterfly. Respectful. Differential, courteous, admiring. Someone's going within to heal their shadow, to make peace with their shadow, to face their, that could even, look, that, I've always seen that as two twin flames other times, but now I'm seeing it as, instead of making two friends with your shadow, as in like, you know, being too much in the shadow, as in not taking other people's feelings into account, and yeah, just doing as you want when you want, you know, narcissist a bit strong for you know, yeah, but whatever, you know, like, yeah, being not very nice. This actually feels like someone reaching a point of, actually, I see the parts about me I don't like. I'm going to do something about that, and I'm going to accept that I can't reject those parts in me. I can only accept that this is how I was, and this is now how I want to be. Well, that's really deep. Right, what else have we got here? Vulnerable. Yeah, and that takes vulnerability. That's why I shared, and the one I've put out for today, as I'm filming this, but it's Saturdays, again, timeless, about, I respected when I got led to that video, when as soon as I woke up, about a guy that's talking about when he cheated. He's like giving it, he's like, look, this is what led me to do it. So, defenselessness, unprotected, helpless. And so again, it depends which way you're looking at that, right? That's either going to be talking about twin flames that cheat on each other, if that is relevant. It's not relevant in everyone's situations if you weren't a couple, but it could be relevant for when people are with someone else and they cheat with a twin flame. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, because when people are in karmic situations, it's not right for you. You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean that that excuses cheating. It means that you have to face yourself to then get out of the karmic situation. Then you can pursue something with whoever the hell it is, twin flame or whatever. But life ain't always like that. Desperate. Oh my god, desperate and hateful, but hateful is in reverse. Hostile, vengeful, spiteful, frantic, out of control, and in need. Someone's putting the hateful feelings towards themselves behind them, and they're healing feelings of codependency. I feel that means with desperation. And I pulled the instruction card, so again, oh look, and then that came out again. Yep, this person's worked through the feelings of hating themselves, and now they're feeling more confident, self-assured, courageous and bold. That is really beautiful. Forgot about those cards for a while, but I remembered them when I was meant to. They might be a bit indecisive about how they go about getting in touch whenever this is, whoever's resonating with this one today. Uncertain, doubtful and indecisive. And I did talk about indecisive. Look, and they're frustrated with that. Prevented, hindered and blocked. But it is, when this person goes for it, it's going to end up like that. Romantic, intimate, passionate, committed. I'm not crying, but all I'm saying is I actually could cry, because now I'm thinking about the end of that film, and it's like, if you love The Notebook, you'll love that. The ending's amazing. it blew my mind actually, and that's what I love about it, because I can normally, I'm the person that works out what the film's about when other people don't, but. And actually, I did. If truth be told, I'd tell you if I didn't, but I don't want to ruin it. But because it's all about, like, you know, who actually murdered this guy, right? And it's I spotted it right away, and also there was things like I didn't. So it'll be interesting actually if anyone does decide to watch that, because I watched it the once and then. Did I watch it again? Oh right, no, it was because I caught it. Like, it was halfway through, and this is what's interesting actually. I caught it at one of the really beautiful love scenes, and I was like, oh, what's this? And that just felt so serendipitous in Pisces season anyway, magical. Again, in the time when I'm having my introspective, more hermit mode, I was like, oh, what's this film? And then I looked at it and I thought, well, that sounds creepy. It's a murder, but they were like, no, watch it. You know, so I'm glad I did. So then I caught it from the start, and that's why I saw that bit twice. But it was kind of amazing in the details that I noticed. But I wouldn't say any more than that, because that would ruin it. It's brilliant. A bit, you know, the film's a little bit like I See Dead People. Why do I always forget what that film is called? That's so annoying. I do it every time. I would say put it down below, but I'll know when I watch it back. Which is so fun. That's how genuine I am, actually. If you think about it, when people say put it down below, it's because they want you to comment, so it gets them in the algorithm. Which there's nothing wrong with that. It's good. It's good business wise, isn't it? Or it's good to grow your channel. But I'm just so honest that, like, I'm gonna, by the time I watch it back myself, I'm gonna get the answer. So, but The Sixth Sense, there you go. I got already. I was going to say just put it anyway, even if I have put it, because some people don't notice that I've already put something in the comments about. But interesting. The Sixth Sense. So trust what you're feeling. But that's what that film's like. Psychological thriller, kind of twists and turns. But the ending was amazing. And I did work out what was going on. True love. There's a lot of true love stuff in that film. But there's a lot of beautiful stuff about that can help you understand why some people act the way they do. Like, she's very guarded because she had to be, and she had to fend for herself. Like, she literally has to. It's quite amazing. Like, you know, again, I don't think, no, I didn't say anything about being a true story, but yeah, she's only a wee girl. Like, she's probably meant to be like 7 or 8 or something. She's fending for herself, and the shopkeepers are looking out for her. And she learns to fend for herself, like, to get money through finding mussels and then getting money for it. But she's basically living in the house herself, right? And dodging the, you know, child protection services. It is in America, isn't it? Here we call it the social work and stuff. Yeah, and that boy's always keeping an eye, you know, the boy that she meets when she's young is always keeping an eye out for her. Which is, that's why it's like really symbolic of like a twin flame. But it's a true love as well. Like, you know what I mean? It's beautiful. Really, honestly lovely film. Right, so illusion. Oh my god, whoa, true love illusion. But there's also very relevant in the film that she, because the true love leaves her, because I can't remember, he's meant to be going, is he meant to be, oh, it's not war. I keep thinking he's going away to war. He's not going away to war, he's going away for college, that's what it is. And then he was meant to come back by the 4th of July, so that's going to be significant. It's either a birthday, an anniversary, or something about fireworks. I know that is relevant to some folk watching, but then even when it's time to come back, he doesn't go back to her. And so she doesn't know whether he's dead or alive, or, you know, she just thinks he's just somebody that lied to make it. And she says throughout the whole film, like, you know, everybody leaves. Like, everybody leaves. Like, nobody stays. So then when this other guy comes along, who, like I said, he is a good looking guy, right? They're both good looking, but the one that's the total fucker really is quite good looking. And there you go, it's symbolic of the devil though. You know what I mean? The devil doesn't turn up looking ugly. The devil's going to turn up looking like something tasty. But the mask drops from him. And he's actually, you know, he's quite a dangerous guy. And that's really what the whole film's about. And that she said something in it about, like, you know, it's one thing living alone, but what she wasn't comfortable with is living alone in fear, because at least when she was living alone, you know, there wasn't any threat. Well, actually, that's not even true though, because the dad could have came back, I suppose, but she doesn't in the film. But it's kind of like, it's the fact that then because she got involved with somebody like that, she was living on edge that he was going to come back. You just don't know when he's ever going to come back, and so that's why it reminds me of a safe haven. So after you've been around something like that, you just want to cherish what you have got, which is what they get to do in that film. Right, I'm going to end that there because that's so beautiful. I kind of want to watch it again, but I don't really want to watch it at night. Again, it's hard to describe. It's not a horror. It's definitely not a... It's a thriller. And actually, you don't even see how he's... But, you know, you hear all about it because it's like a court case in the film, but you don't, like, see him getting murdered. You just see, you know, you just at one scene see a body lying, maybe two scenes, and that's really it. So it's not like gory in that way. It's more just, there's not even any jumpy bits either. It's more just creepy. I think that's what it is for me, that it's like, actually, do you know what's not nice? There you go. If you're really empathic like me, I don't like the word empath because we've all got empathy. Well, actually, you've not got empathy if you are a true narcissist, which is why it's not wise to use that word lightly. But I didn't like the violent scenes, you know, like where the dad's just whacking them for no reason. That's really upsetting. Yeah. So there you go. There's a trigger warning if you don't want to. I mean, who does want to watch shit like that? But you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's brilliant film. Right. So what have we got now? Give us a message to end it on. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself for the work that you've been doing on yourself. If this is you, be proud of your twin flame because they have been doing work too in their own way. Step in your power. It's time for a lot of people to step in their power. Aries, we're coming in Aries season in a few weeks as I'm filming this, but you could be watching this whenever. And look at that. The opposite Aries is Libra. Oh my god, I've just realised something. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. The next full moon is in Libra. You're very close to achieving your goal. Right, this is just annoying me. What am I going to use as a thumbnail? Emotions are running high. Wow, Libra's also the house of union, marriage, whether it be spiritual or literal. Your love partner. It's also, by the way, where your karmic partners can lurk. So I could spot that in your chart if you want me. If you want me to. Isn't it interesting that, like, that's interesting that we had true love and the illusion, and that is where I've noticed the karmic energies and the real true loves can be in your chart. They can be other places too, but that's how it can all get a bit mixed up. Or they can be in the way. It can feel like they're in the way of that coming in, because they are in a way, whichever way you look at it. But it's all divinely timed. But yep, that feels very meaningful. That might be the thumbnail. I don't know, there's too many to choose from. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Happy Sunday to you. Like I said, because I filmed this on the Saturday, I might put it out like the early hours of Sunday morning, late Saturday night, early hours or you know what I mean? I might just put it out before I fall asleep. Or I'll schedule it to go out early on Sunday so that I see who's put if you want a free card, or if you want the pay cards, I'll see it because it'll come through my PayPal. But yeah, do it in advance because I'm going to do it on a video like this. So it'll just be, I'll do a video tomorrow at some point on Sunday, or today if you're watching it on Sunday. And you'll either be watching it on the Sunday, depending on how long it takes to do, or the Monday. But yeah, get involved. Don't be shy to Put a blue butterfly. You can put whatever colour you want, but as far as I'm aware, there's only a blue butterfly. Unless you've got some special kind of emoji keyboard. I don't know why, but I always doubt your love for me. That's what it is as well, you know, somebody's just... Wow, I wonder why see, there's always a reason why I pick stuff up in that. It's like, that's again like the film I'm talking about. She wasn't used to any kind of secure attachment other than our one true love. That man, that boy that turns into a man, taught her what that was. So that's symbolic of a twin flame teaching the other twin what that really feels like. And what do you think of me right now? I'm so afraid of rejection that I haven't taken the risk to be with you. Oh my god, that's like so... That's fucking so spot on with what I've brought through. So I just love how they could do that. I just love how I do that with the films. I really do. It's... I just love it. Anyway, I love it. Just as well I love it. That's my creative talent anyway. But it's gone through me. But anyway, I love it. Right, see you later. Like, comment, subscribe. This was really deep, but it was actually beautiful. And look out for that full moon in Libra, some of you, because it's going to be very, very meaningful, very memorable for true love. That's actually what we need to get, isn't it? Some people have been in an illusion. When you wake up from the illusion, you get the real deal. There's true love forecast at the full moon in Libra for some people. See you later.